Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're looking back at a specific journey map, a playbook, really.
Yeah, we're digging into the retrospective of the Dr. AI career change notes.
Exactly. And this is, well, it's for anyone feeling maybe a bit overwhelmed by AI or like you can't break in without a formal computer science degree. This is kind of the blueprint.
Right. Our mission here is to distill this whole learning process, this journey, into insights for you, especially if you feel, like the notes say, unfamiliar or even a little afraid of AI.
And the background is key, isn't it? The person behind this, Dr. AI, they started as a physics PhD. No formal CS background, but they made the switch.
That's what makes it so powerful. It's not someone who always found coding easy. It's someone who figured it out, the hard way first.
Which makes it feel really authentic. It kind of pushes back against the idea that you need that specific degree. The AI is only for like the Silicon Valley folks.
Totally. It's the ultimate learner's journey, someone who faced that initial wall.
And what came out of that struggle? What was the big realization?
Well, it wasn't just, I did it, so can you. It was more analytical. The realization was that success in AI isn't about genius. Not really. It's about having the right method, the right mindset.
Oh, okay.
So the notes were designed to be like the most friendly guide for people wanting to make that transition without the standard CS path.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Season 1, this was the starting point, right?
Right.
Dealing with that feeling of being in a strange city full of jargon and tech names. How did he give people a map?
Well, first, it tackled the big fear head on. Can someone without a CS background really do this?
And the answer was?
An honest one. Yes, but the road's longer. But crucially, it offered predictability. That's the advantage for the non-CS person.
Predictability. How so?
Through something called the AI self-study map, it basically demystified the whole thing, took the magic out.
So like a step-by-step guide.
Exactly. It laid out, start with Python, okay, then data analysis, then machine learning, then deep learning. It showed AI isn't some kind of, mysticism. It's a learnable pipeline.
That makes sense. Okay, but then it got really practical, didn't it? They introduced a method for actually talking to tools like ChatGPT early on, the MATE method.
Yes, the MATE prompt method, M-A-T-E.
It sounds a little bit corporate jargony. Did it actually work?
I get that reaction, but the structure is what makes it useful. Think of it as a reliable way to get good output when you don't fully grasp the complex inputs yet. M is for mindset, A for ask, T for test, E for extend.
Okay, walk me through that.
So you clarify your mindset, what result do you actually want? Then you frame the ask specifically. You test the output critically, is this what I needed? And then you expand or refine your next prompt based on that test. It stops you from just like shouting into the void and getting frustrated.
Right, it forces a systematic approach instead of just hoping for the best.
Precisely. And we heard from listeners, people said they used this method not just for homework, but to actually get job opportunities. That's when it clicks. AI becomes a real tool.
But learning this stuff is tough. People hit walls, doubt themselves. The notes apparently focused a lot on the mindset needed to push through that. 3 core beliefs.
Yeah, this was critical because the self-doubt is real, especially for high achievers maybe trying something new. The 3 beliefs were, 1, prioritize stability over speed.
Come slow and steady.
2, prioritize daring to do over understanding. That's the controversial one.
Wait, yeah, do it before you understand it. My instinct would be the opposite. Read everything first.
Right, but think about it. If you wait to understand everything about a complex library before you write line 1, you'll never start. By doing copying code, running it, hitting an error, you create friction. That friction gives you real questions, grounded questions, not abstract ones. Failure actually speeds up learning.
Okay, I see the logic. Practical failure is better than theoretical perfectionism. What was the 3rd belief?
Prioritize starting over perfection. Just open the darn notebook. Just begin. Don't wait for the perfect moment or perfect understanding.
So the overall message of season 1 was what?
Basically, AI isn't just for geniuses. It's a game for continuous learners. And learning requires doing, requires tenacity, more than just raw intellect.
It reframes it. It's about persistence, not just being smart. Okay, so if season 1 built the map and the mindset, season 2 was about putting it into action. Real combat, as they called it.
Exactly. Season 2 shifted hard towards application, towards showing measurable professional value. The question changed from what is AI to what can I actually do with AI?
And less focus on coding needed right away.
Definitely. A prime example was the 3.0 Code AI Tools episode. It showcased platforms where you could use really sophisticated AI without writing a single line of code.
Lowering the barrier again.
Massively. It proved that Season 1 promised you don't have to be a coder to start applying AI power. Listeners started using these tools immediately.
For what kinds of things?
Organizing reports, generating decent first drafts of presentations. Oh, and that one listener who used it to write letters in German. It showed AI becoming a daily utility, boosting skills they already had.
That's cool. Okay, from daily life to the job hunt, which is, let's be honest, a huge source of pain. How did the AI resume writing episode tackle that?
Yeah, this was super practical. Dr. AI knew that having AI skills is useless if your resume gets filtered out by the automated systems, the ATS.
Right, the dreaded applicant tracking system.
So the episode demonstrated how to use something like ChatGPT strategically, not just for grammar, but to analyze the job description, pull out the key skills and keywords.
And then tailor your resume to match exactly what the system and the recruiter is looking for, like applying Métis to the job search itself.
Precisely. It turns it from guesswork into optimization. And it worked. Someone shared they got a LinkedIn interview invite right after using that technique. That's tangible impact.
That really is. And Season 2 wasn't just work stuff either, right? They talked about daily life integration.
Yeah, broadening the scope, using AI to plan travel, linking learning notes into Notion, using AI for better knowledge management, even using voice tools for English practice.
It being a part of your whole workflow, your life.
The core idea being, application is everything. Companies don't just hire people who can name AI models, they hire people who can solve problems using AI.
So AI stops being this separate subject you study.
And becomes part of how you operate. Cognitive augmentation, you could call it. That's the difference between just having AI knowledge and having real AI capability.
Okay, so looking back at both seasons, you see this arc for the audience. They go from just listening to stories about AI.
To actually trying it themselves, from observer to practitioner.
That's a huge shift.
And it wasn't just the listeners growing. The host, Dr. AI, talked about learning how to teach better, how to support people through those rough patches, how to really listen. It felt like a collective journey.
Which brings up the question, once you've started applying AI, once you're comfortable using the tools, what's next? Where do you go from there?
Right. Mastery demands depth. So the program evolved. Season 1 and 2 laid the groundwork, mostly around traditional machine learning concepts. But the field moves fast.
So Season 3's theme, from machine learning to generative AI.
Exactly. Time to go deeper. The focus shifts to the big guns, LLMs, large language models.
Like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, those ones.
Yep. The goal now is to move beyond just using them as black boxes. It's about understanding the underlying tech the math, the transformer architecture, maybe even some of the philosophical questions these models raise.
Moving from user to strategist, essentially.
That's a great way to put it. Understanding the how and the why, not just the what.
Okay, before we wrap this retrospective, there was an invitation in the source material for the listener, for you listening now.
Yeah, a moment to reflect. Where did you join this journey? Was there a specific episode, a concept, maybe the MET method, or that daring to do idea, or the zero-code tools that really clicked for you?
Taking that moment to think about it really helps solidify your own progress, right?
Absolutely. And maybe one final thought to leave people with. Building on the notes.
Go for it.
Making a career transition into AI. It's not really the destination. The real destination is learning how to constantly relearn how to learn, especially in a world changing this fast because of tech.
That's powerful. The learning never stops. Every project, every time you try something before you feel ready, it makes you more adaptable, more thoughtful.
Yeah.
This whole Dr. AI journey really shows that turning curiosity into real capability is possible. You just have to start.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into that blueprint. Hopefully this recap gives you some useful perspective, maybe some inspiration for your own next steps.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe, maybe revisit some of those concepts we talked about, and we will see you in the next deep dive. Goodbye for now.